And we're ready to go here. U15 Sidney Crosby shootout. Got a great one coming in here today. And if you tune in for the U13, it was a member of the Cole Harbour Red Wings, the host team, that took this one away. So we're underway. Manderson versus a wing there at the other end. Shot right on, and on the left side he scores. The wing still looking for his first shot, save, and Manderson scores, so he's got two. Walsh only needs one. He's coming in on the right side. Clark Black on the other. Walsh scores, so he's going to advance, and Clark Black misses. He's going to need to hit both these shots. Walsh walking in, stop. Clark Black scores. Looking to extend it here. Walsh walks in off the goalpost, but he advances anyway. Clark Black is in, tries to pull the Kucherov. Yeah, so we're moving on to the next stage here. Already moving a bit quicker than that U13 one did. It moved a bit of a slow pace, but we've had a few rounds going to very, very late rounds of players battling to stay alive. And we had some good battles in that, but it was Tyler McEwen who ended up winning there from the host Red Wings. Vacant now. Gillis for the Lightning, shoots wide. Vacant, backhands, easy goal as the goalie went for the poke check out of the way. Here comes Gillis, looking to get on the score sheet. Gillis stopped. He's 0 for 2. Vacant. Backhand, stopped. Gillis walks in, save. So one goal will sink him. Vacon walking in, backhand, he scores. So now Boudreau's got to get two. Here comes Bohr. He only needs one. Stopped. Boudreau versus Bohr. He's in. Boudreau scores. So he's still alive. Boudreau with speed, shoots off the goalpost, backhand, and a stop at the other end. So now Boudreau must score this to stay alive. Boudreau in, loses the handle, and he'll head off. Bohr and Gillis in a deadlock here. Gillis a chance to win as Boudreau heads off. Gillis scores. And Gore will head off. Bailey coming in. Walks up, shoots off the iron. Nicholson. Great save by McKim. Bailey comes in with speed and misses a great save. And here comes Nicholson. Stop by McKim. So both Blues here without a goal. Nicholson, last chance for them to get on the board. Him and his teammate go 0 for 3. That one's shot on and Bailey's out. Here they come, a backhand, they score. Walking in, backhand scores. So Bailey waiting for the result there. Walks in, scores. So both the Riverview Blues out. Skating off together, so there's only one of them left. Backhand! Not sure if he scored there. But he's definitely moving on, so it doesn't matter. Skating that in, stopped at one end, stopped at the other, so both 0 for 1. They're coming back here. At one end, on the right side he scores and skates over the puck there on the left. Walking in, 0 for 3 out on the left and 1 for 3 on the right. Here comes Colin, shoots, scores. He'll advance. Doan's got to get 2. And that one gets poked off his stick. Colin, nifty moves and gets poked away. Here's Doan. Walking in, scores. He can advance with this one. Colin's already locked in. Shoots, scores. Here comes Doan. Walking in, stopped. He's advancing. Or maybe not, as Azure and Doan appear to be tied up. My mistake on that one. Doan gets it poked off, so now Legier with a chance to win it. We've seen some great battles here all week. A little backhand just comes in with speed and outlasts the goalie. So Doan collects his token and heads off. Giving out little token coins to all the participants here at the Sidney Crosby Shootout. Walking in, shoots, saved at one and saved at the other, so they're both 0 for 1. Weerstra versus Vealing. Weerstra stopped, Vealing shoots, scores, 5-hole. 1 for 2 on the right, 0 for 2 on the left. Weerstra walking in, misses. Vealing scores. So 2 for 3 on the right. And 0 for 3 there on the left. Here comes Thompson. Looking to rip it, he scores, and a backhand scores at the other end. So Thompson advancing. Trying to get a couple on the right side there. Has to score to stay in it. Working his way in, backhand, stopped. That one's put wide of the net on the left. Well, big applause there from the crowd. Bishara heading off. Here we go, Moores. Walking in a backhand and a goal. No goals on either side. So they're swinging back around. Shot. Saved at both ends. Goalie standing tall in this one. Walking in and a goal on the right. And Moores can't get a stick on it. He can't pull it back as that one was pulled away. Walking in and a save on the right. Shot off the goalpost. So a chance to advance there for the Red Wing on the left. Walking right in, a backhand, and that's a pad save. Moving in, scores, he advances. Angle. Walking in, outweights him, scores. That one stopped. Moore's heading off. Angle, backhand, scores. He's moving on. At least it seems. And no. That one's picked up. Backhand, scores. Here's Rushton. Rushton scores. Scoring on both his shots. Angle's got to score both of these. Angle in, stopped. So he's heading off. Rushton advances. Walking in, scores at one end, and at the other he scores. Bit of St. Patty's look there for McKinley. McKinley walking in, stopped. Gizzard walks in, backhand, hits the post, had a wide open net to shoot at. McKinley winds up, fakes it, tries to go 5-hole, and he's stopped. Here's Gazzard. Gazzard stopped as that one pops up and way over the netting. Picked up a backhand and can't get a stick on it. Jacob getting ready to go here on the left. Here's Dubois. Not to be mistaken with Pierre-Luc Dubois. That one's poked off his stick and a backhand at the other end, and Jacob stopped up. Dubois scores, and a stop at the other end. Here comes Jacob. Backhand, scores. Norwood heading back to the net there. Here's Jacob, scores. Him and Gazzard are in a tiebreaker. Dubois misses. Both those guys are in a tiebreaker. Here's McKinley, a chance to win it as Gazzard stopped up. McKinley to shoot, scores. Dubois and Gazzard are out. The Louisville teammates. And a lot of these players have the luck of the Irish today. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone tuning in. Wherever you're tuning in from. We know we have a lot of viewers watching in from Alberta, a lot from across the country, and especially in Halifax, as sometimes you're just unable to make it. But we do have a pretty big crowd here, a pretty full set of stands. And we're going to show you here on the left feed just the amount of support this shootout gets. And it's plentiful. Walking in, stopped up, back the other way, and a great save, so both shooters 0 for 1. Thomas and Gibson, Thomas stopped, Gibson, ooh, and trying to pick the corner, couldn't get it. Walking in, Thomas, backhand saved, and stopped at the other end, so both shooters going 0 for 3. Couple of Dartmouth Whalers. Taylor stopped up. Here's Barnett, shoots and scores, rips it top shelf. Taylor and Barnett shoots, scores, 5-hole, and Taylor misses. Here's Barnett, walks in and fans on it. Taylor scores. He advances. Basson heads off. And it's almost a lost art watching these shooters just walk in and just take a shot. They're almost too focused on trying to make a move and whatnot today. But there's something to the art of just being able to take a shot in the shootout and ripping that home. Here comes Mont on the left side, working his way in backhand, and that one misses. Picked up, walking it in. He scores. Here they come in. Stopped at one end there. Hard to keep track of all these shooters. It's moving at such a fast pace. So that one shot on and stopped. Here's Colburn walking in and scores. Shot and scores. Little backhand play and couldn't find the daylight. Back the other way. Shoots, misses. Colburn shoots and scores. Top cheddar. Scheider heading off and slides it past the goaltender with the tinted fishbowl visor. Backhand and Mont misses that, so he'll head off. And a great backhand play. Now a pass in front scores Gillis. He's been on fire. Bacon and Gillis. Bacon backhand. Misses Gillis and a pad save. Shot off the goalpost. Here's the Lard. It's the side of the goal. Back the other way. Misses. Allard walking in. Backhand. Great save. Shoots off the iron. Here's Allard. Popping it up at the blue line. Skating in. Works it. Shoots. Fans. Unfortunately for him, Vakin moves on. Croft and Allard head off. Croft from the Bearcats and Allard from the Wings. Just trying to sort out the next round here as a few goalies heading off. That's Gillard, Storing, Wilson, and Hebert all heading off. Goalies are scored on the ratio of shots stopped to shots faced. Great effort from both of them, but it's all in good fun. Like I always say, it's very reminiscent of the All-Star Skills competition at the NHL All-Star Game as Norwood also heads off. It's all in good fun. You love to take part in these, and it's fantastic to see all the support they're getting. Fun to play in front of a large crowd. Colin walking in, that one stopped. Stopped at the other end. And 3 Cougars in this round, so we could have a final featuring only Cougars here. Backhand stopped. Walks in, Colin. And he stopped. Back the other way. Stuffed by the pads. And both these guys have a chance to move on. Welling and Thompson. Both guys scoring neither time. He scores and they both score, so they'll both move on. Thompson tries to go 5-hole and Welling does. They had the same idea here. They're in sync. Welling and Thompson. Welling through the legs. Dazzling as Thompson scores at the other end. And a dazzling move from Welling. Captain Legier heads off and so does Collins. So the teammates getting eliminated on the same one, but Welling a fantastic goal. And that's not one you pull off without practicing. I couldn't do that when I was that age, and I still can't do that. Russian versus Taylor. Not necessarily head-to-head, but going at the same time as Russian stopped. Here comes Taylor, scores. 1-1 for Taylor, but Russian's 0 for 1, so he's going to have to score one. McKinley had a hot stick earlier. Rushton backhand misses. Here's Taylor, stopped up. 1 for 2 on the left, 0 for 2 on the right. Rushton's going to try to at least get one on the board here. Here comes Rushton, misses the goal. Taylor looking to add a second, and he does. Here's McKinley. He just got to score one. McKinley hits the post, almost punches his ticket to the next round. Jacobs got to score at least 2. 3 sends him through. McKinley scores. Jacob scores. That's big to score on the first one for Jacob. McKinley's advancing on the right, so we'll see if Jacob can tie it up here. Jacob tries to stuff it 5-hole and can't. He's got to score to keep this one going. Here's Jacob, scores. Taylor looking skyward. Almost advanced. So Jacob gets the next shot here on the left. Walking in, scores. Taylor moving in, misses. So Jacob advances and Taylor heads off. Walking in, a goal at one end, and Barrett misses the other end, or Barnett. My apologies there. Taylor scored, Barnett misses, Taylor scores. So the teammates at opposite ends of the spectrum here, one of them is in danger and one of them's in a great spot. Barnett stopped. Taylor tries the Kucherov. We've seen a few of those today. He's got 2. Here's Colburn. He's got to get at least 2 to stay. Colburn stopped, and that one's stopped by the goaltender on the left. Here's Colburn. Colburn misses, and Taylor will advance, but he gets at least one more shot, and that one's stopped up. So Barnett's still alive. Hits the goalpost, so 0 for Colburn. He'll head off, and that one is shot on, and Barnett eliminated from the Crosby shootout here. They're into the quarterfinal portions here, it seems. Maybe even the semis. Here comes Walsh. Manderson on the left. Walsh scores. Manderson walks in. He scores. So both 1 for 1. Walsh stopped up. Manderson. He stopped. Not sure what that hit. Both 1 for 2. Here's Walsh. Not sure if he scored there, but Manderson stopped up. It looks like they're both 1 for 3. Gillis versus Vacan. Gillis off the post. Vacan. Nifty move and scores. Gillis is walking in off the pipe. Bacon. He's in. Tries to stuff 5-hole, says no. Gillis Great save, so 0 for Gillis. He'll head off. Bacon on his last shot here. Backhand scores. So Manderson heads off. Nice little show of sportsmanship there with the fist bump at the end. So that's McKim heading off there for the Wings. Left side, here's Jacob. He stopped. McKinley, backhand. He stopped, so both 0 for 1. Hunting for a spot to move on here to the semis. Jacob stops and scores. McKinley also scores, so both 1 for 2. Looking to add an insurance marker. Jacob walks in. He scores. McKinley shoots and off the iron. So 1 for 3 for McKinley and 2 for 3 for Jacob. We'll see what the shooters got going here. Mariners shooter scores. Taylor stopped up. Mariners guy misses, and both missing. Walking in here, Taylor, great glove save. Both those shooters heading off. And that one's stopped at one end. Back the other way, Vacan. He's been brilliant, and that continued there for a second, but a stop. Here's Walsh. Cracks the scoreboard, goes top cheese. Vacan coming in. Stopped at one end. Vacan can't bury it, so he's 0 for 2. He's in a bit of danger. Welling. Doesn't go there, but here's Vacan. 0 for 3. So Thompson can move on with a goal. It's the Bearcat. And now here's Welling. Scores at the other end. Thompson just needs one. And that's stopped, and Welling scores again. So Walsh will head off after Welling's done his shot. Thompson stopped. Vacan has life. If Thompson misses this, we'll go to a sudden death round. Thompson stopped up. So Thompson will shoot first. Here's Thompson. Stopped. Vacan a chance to move on. He went 0 for 3 this last round. But he has a chance to redeem himself here. Fakin misses. He gets to shoot again. We go into snake order. So you get to go back to back. You kind of switch the order up. Fakin, nifty move off the pipe. Looking for twine, but comes up with iron. Here's Thompson walking in slow, rips it, tries to go bottom corner, a toe save. Here's Thompson. Working his way in, misses, Vakin another chance to win it. Kid's got hands like Marner. Here's Vakin. Backhand, stopped up. So another one of these marathon rounds that we were talking about. Bacon tries to outlast the goaltender and doesn't. Thompson winds up a big slapper and goes over the goal. So he'll go again. Thompson stopped. He seems to just sort of, he's just looking to shoot that. Working his way in, vacant, he's stopped. So we'll go to another round. Vacant in, off the post, he had a wide open net. And Thompson can win it again. They can't solve this guy. Thompson stopped. So he'll go again. Thompson in, stopped. So after all these misses, they're still going. Vakin, he can win it. He stopped. But he's going to go again. Bacon, backhand, outweights him over the goal. So Thompson can win it once again. Here's the captain, Thompson, stopped. And we keep going. Top half of the order now, Thompson. Working his way in, backhand, stop. Vakin gets another opportunity, a chance to win it. He's in, saved. And he gets another opportunity, top of the order. Vakin's gonna walk in. Fakes the slapper, backhand, stopped. Thompson, chance to move on. You never know when it's going to be the last. Thompson scores! Just ripped it. And after all those moves that they pulled to try to get the upper hand, it's kind of ironic that it comes away with just a ripper of a shot. So we move on to the semis. Moving on, backhand scores at one end. I believe that's Welling. Thompson misses that at the other. Welling, backhand scores. Thompson, so 2 for 2 at one end and 0 for 2 at the other. Welling walks in, misses. Thompson just looking to get on the board, scores. So 1 for 3 for Thompson and 2 for 3 for Welling. Here comes McKinley. Playing a bit of deception here. McKinley in, and he gets tripped up. Here's Jacob. Jacob scores. McKinley working his way in. Backhand, he misses, so Welling will advance. Here's Jacob, he's stopped. Jacob needs to score to advance. McKinley in between the legs, pops it up, and Jacob advances. So we're moving on to the finals. And it's going to be Jacob versus Welling. It's going to be the Shediac Predator teammates. Playing off for the title. Bit of bragging rights, and so 3 of the 4 remaining players here, including the goalies, are from the Shediac Predators. Welling scores at one end, so they get 6 shots, and they switch ends midway through here. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Jacob's 0 for 1, Welling's 1 for 1. Jacob misses, Welling scores. Welling's up 2-0. Walking in, Jacob, backhand, Welling, stopped. So Welling 1 for 3. Or Welling 2 for 3, Jacob 1 for 3. Jacob moving in, misses, Welling scores. He's got the advantage here. Jacob misses, Welling stopped. Down to their last shots here. Jacob walks in, stopped, Welling is stopped, but I believe that's it. I believe Welling comes away with the title. So we'll send you down here as they calculate up the winners for the goaltenders. We'll see who comes away with the grand prize. And there you have it. That wraps up the U15 Sidney Crosby shootout here. So we'll be back here in a little while here. Here momentarily for the U18C shootout. Lots of action to come your way, so we'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned.